are you? Thank you so much for being awesome. Thank you so much for being patient, because I know I have taken a bit of a Wednesday hiatus. Please forgive me for that, and I am making up for it, I promise. Please like this video if you like it. Please subscribe, and remember to hit the little bell if you do want to be notified when I release new videos. So, time for the long-awaited how to save a relationship with a Virgo. So I'm going to be going over this video, as always, in 3 different parts. Number 1 is, why are you here? Why is this happening? Or why did this happen in the past? Number 2 is, what does this represent? I truly believe that relationships are our mirror, and that we can learn something from every relationship that we're in, something karmic that will help us get what we truly desire. Number 3 is, what can you do about this now? So let's get into this. You know I love my Virgos. So it is entirely possible that you are here for what might seem like petty reasons. It is well known that Virgos like to make good decisions. It is also well known that they care about their health. They care about looking healthy as much as they care about their health. So they also care about being with someone who looks healthy, smells good, tastes good, and just feels good to be around. Feels like some sort of beautiful escape from the ordinary. So if you do not have your mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health together, then that is going to be at the top of the list as to why you're here. The other thing is, Virgos definitely appreciate someone that has a strong sense of stability, someone who really has it together, and someone who has a good sense of humor. Virgos are well known to poke the bear, and my grandpa's a Virgo, and I love my grandpa. He loves me. I think I get along with him the best out of maybe not everyone and many people. And the reason why is because when he kind of comes at me with not a jab, but something that might not seem like a compliment, I just laugh and I just say something right back. And then before you know it, we're both rolling in laughter, having a great time. That's a Virgo. So if you're too sensitive, for example, it's not going to work out either. Lastly, Virgos always know how they felt or would feel about you the moment that they met you. And if they knew the moment that they met you that you weren't long-term material, for example, then, there's nothing you can do. When a Virgo doesn't want to be with you, there really is not much that you can do when it's that case where, they never really wanted a relationship, so on and so forth. There's nothing that you can do in that case. But let's get into what this represents regardless so that you can learn from it. So what this represents is your health. How do you really take care of yourself when no one is watching? How do you treat yourself as a feminine woman or a masculine man, for example? Because I'm not saying you have to be that way. I'm saying that's what Virgos like. They like very feminine women. They like very masculine men, typically. And so, is that something that you want to step into more? What hang-ups do you have about being a man or a woman? If you're a woman, how do you feel about cooking dinner for your boyfriend, for example, or giving him a massage? Do you feel like that makes you less independent? For example, you definitely need to remove those blocks. Now, I'm not saying to give a massage to someone who isn't awesome and deserves it, but I'm also assuming you wouldn't be dating someone like that, hopefully. Also, if on the other side, if you're a man, how do you feel about asserting yourself? How do you feel about standing up for yourself and letting your point be known and being the decision maker and being okay with that? Do you feel like you're not a nice person when you do that? For example, these are all in the realm of things that you can work on, and they're just examples to let you know to take a look at your entire health. Physical, spiritual, mental, emotional health. And what does that look like when no one else is watching? Because that's what you need to get together. Also, how good are you at escaping when you need to? And I mean that in an emotional kind of way. What kind of escapes do you have? Like, I remember when I used to get really upset about something, I would go for these long drives. I would turn on like the Chill Step, some Suicide Sheep, shout out to Suicide Sheep, and just go for these long drives. And I loved doing that. It was a great escape. And it was also attractive that I had an escape period, right? So let's get into number 3. What can you do now? So have a sense of humor about what's going on. That is the first thing. If you are handling this in a completely destructive way, the Virgo's going to be worried that they're going to get so worked up about this that they're going to get sick, that it's going to prevent them from working or living up to their best. So you definitely want to avoid anything like that. These are also the people that you really don't want to give too much space to. I mean, if they ask for space, give it to them. But this is not like the 8-week no contact rule kind of situation. They want to know that you're there for them, and they want to know that you bring them up. But be careful here. And I'm going to get to how you can figure this out, because there are 2 types of Virgos. There are the Virgos that are amazing. And, when they say that they love you, they mean it. And they might not be the most on the surface kind of emotional or emotionally giving, but the acts of service is their go-to love language, usually. But there's also the other type of Virgo. There's the type of Virgo who knows it's never going to go anywhere. And if you ask them what you can do to save the relationship, they'll make you do stuff. They'll make you do stuff forever. And they'll never really be committed to you. So you really, and that's where I was talking about your spiritual wellness, you've really got to use your intuition on this one. If you feel like this is not someone that you want to fix a relationship with, you've got to trust it with this one. And if you feel like it is, the key here is this. You want to ask them, because they're very stuck in the past. Forgive me, any Virgos, sneaky Virgos watching this, you're not supposed to be here. Ask them, how did you feel about me when you first met me? No drama, nothing. Just ask them, hey, how are you? I'm just curious, unattached to the answer. It doesn't matter what they say. Because it doesn't matter what they say, except that if they will tell you how they felt. And if they say that they thought you were amazing, so on and so forth, then ask them, is there anything that we can do to get back to that place? Do you ever still think about me in that way? And then that's where you can really start to rebuild the relationship. Just make sure that you're both doing things to cultivate that. Otherwise, this won't work out in your benefit. And Virgos like that too. Virgos like when you make them work a little bit, although they resist it. you definitely want to make sure that you do that as well, that you ask for what you want too. And if they say, you know, from the beginning I wasn't sure if we'd ever have a good relationship, or I wasn't that into you, well, it's time for you to get out of there like yesterday, okay? And if you need help attracting love, book a session with me, a one-on-one coaching session with me, and I'll help you find someone better, because you deserve it. You all deserve love, and I live to help you find love, because amazing people have helped me, and I definitely love helping you do the same. So, as always, whether it's day or night, I love you, I love you, I love you. You are all amazing. You deserve love, and you're all healthy. Please click here to subscribe to my channel. Please click here to watch my most recent video. And please click here to go to my website to book a one-on-one reading or coaching session with me. I love you. Bye.